morning, everyone. I have just recently started working. I do sometimes work for the school my daughter's in. Um, I used to do laboratory work, just setting up practical experiments and things. But they've asked me to do a little bit more work, so I'm now going to. I actually started working in the hospitality where they do the cooking and that. And it's been quite interesting. I was thinking about it because there were things that the kids were doing that if we did it when we were younger, and I know it's like when we were younger, that's not what I'm trying to say, but they are very self-assured. Although a lot of them suffer from self-esteem problems, but very self-assured, um, but they don't hear. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I came across this verse and I'm trying to make sense of it. So anybody who wants to correct me, you're welcome. Hebrews 12 verse 11 says, For the moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. And I think we talk about training our children and training and um, things that they don't like to hear, like the word no. We've been told by a psychologist, don't use the word no, rather say this. But if your child is going to put his hand on the stove or she's going to run into the path of a car and the quickest word you can say is no, then I think it's a pretty good idea to say no. Um, and I look at these kids and you have to understand, I love teenagers. They are just so full of life and spunk and they are so precious to God. And and I know that formative years of a young child is important, but I think that adulthood is given to you slowly through your journey, through your pre-adult stage in your teenage years. And I look at these teenage children and I look at them and I think they are awesome. But I'm standing in a class with a lady who does the hospitality and they don't listen to what she's saying. She's got to say it 3 or 4 times. And my daughter's not in any of her classes, fortunately for my daughter. But I just kind of want to say, keep quiet and hear what the teacher's trying to teach you. Don't go home and say the teacher doesn't teach you, because I will vouch for something different. Because if you talk to them longer than 3 seconds, they're already turning around nattering to each other. And I'm like, how they hear so much of the instruction and they miss so much of the instruction. And it's just been very interesting to me. We don't learn the word no. We don't we are told not to always correct our children. And then then they don't understand why stealing is wrong or killing is wrong. They don't have to behave themselves in a restaurant or in a place where you go and do your shopping, your grocery shopping. And then how do they become adults that can do that properly? So I look at this and I think I've always thought my child might not know what not like the word no. But one day when they don't do that thing that I've said no to in a restaurant or in a shopping center or wherever, then maybe they'll be grateful that I said no or taught them how to use a knife and fork or taught them how to cook a meal. When I use the word no, it's not so that I can be negative to my child. And God often goes, no, absolutely not. Or he often goes, not yet, just wait. And so I think we must look at that because It's painful and unpleasant now, but later it yields peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. It's funny, there are things that I did not teach my girls. And my one daughter actually came to me and said, I was a little bit embarrassed because I didn't know this thing. And I thought, it would have been an easy lesson to teach. I can't even remember what it was. And I would have saved my child embarrassment. And that's what God wants. He wants to save you embarrassment sometimes. Uh, Sometimes you can't stop what the world is bringing, but you can hear what your God is bringing. So if you're still in a place where you are being taught daily, and I don't think we go through life ever not being taught what is yes and no, learn to embrace it, because I don't like the word no, but I've appreciated it when it's been said to me in the right times. It's just a challenge. Have a wonderful day, and we'll speak again tomorrow.